into the back of the opposition net, that's never a problem.
Watford lead, and they have the ball again here with the goal scorer. Keener caught in possession there by Harvey White, and then Ndombele's there to help him out. Well, we saw in his first season when he burst onto the scene in the Premier League that he had an eye for goal, in particular from range. On his debut in the League Cup away at Reading, he scored a 25-yarder into the top corner with his left foot. Scored here against Cardiff in the Premier League with a lovely right-footed strike. The Son at the other end looks to level things up. Good save from Bachmann, and Wilmot tidies things up and clears for the Hornets. And that'll give Daniel Bachmann a big confidence boost as well. His first real involvement and an important save to keep Watford in front.
Very good save, and that's going to be the key. Whoever's gets that green shirt this season, you know, we'll be attacking at times, and within seconds the ball's going to be in our own defensive box. So it's vital that that clean sheet lasts longer.
Here's Mora, left-hand side for Tottenham. Holding off for Ngakia, looking for Son inside the penalty area again. Kirkin thumps it across goal, but that goes behind for a Watford goal kick. And they lead by a goal to nil, and a strike to admire, albeit I guess Joe Hart will feel that he should have done better.
Yeah, I think it was unexpected, and sometimes it's good to surprise the goalkeeper. I've seen an awful lot of Kinner when he played for Portugal. I travelled out to Georgia to watch an under-17s tournament there, and he was excellent, playing in more of a holding midfield role, and he played in the holding midfield role when I seen him play for the 23s at West Ham. But certainly going forward today, he looks sharp and he wants the ball.
Played just 18 minutes of Premier League football last season, Domingos Quina. 90 under his belt last weekend against Scunthorpe. And a goal to his name. And a goal to remember as well, a goal to savour. Midway point of this first half, Watford lead by a goal to nil on Hive Live. Watford 1, Tottenham Hotspur 0. Here's Cameron Carter-Vickers. And now Sanchez for Tottenham. Ndombele asks far too much of Aurier there.
Again, though, the defensive shape was solid, John. I think it's really important that we can see here what the coach is trying to get from his players. You know, the three centre halves, the majority of the time would play a little bit tighter than the Watford ones are today, and I like the width that the three centre halves are covering and confident to deal with the ball.
Suspicion of handball there from Lucas Moura, which went unpunished, and Tom Cleverley decided to take his own retribution by clipping his heels, and Tottenham have a free kick here. A nice central position, perhaps top of the shoulder. Where I think those of you that were at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium last season and remember their equaliser will suggest that's probably similar to where it hit Dele Alli and wasn't disallowed 2 minutes from time, which cost Watford a couple of points. No points at stake this afternoon, but a whole lot of confidence at stake here, and it's been a very good 24 minutes so far for Vladimir Ivic and his new-look Watford team. Lamela and Ndombele over this free kick for Tottenham, and it's Lamela who gets it all wrong. Daniel Bachmann won't mind that. He was looking for Estupinan, but he only finds the front row of the lower Graham Taylor stand.
It looked like Tottenham haven't got to working on set pieces yet in their pre-season schedule. I think he was a little bit off the cuff and nobody else knew what he was doing.
Well, there's not, bizarrely, we say we only had a couple of games. This is it for pre-season. Tottenham's next involvement is next weekend. They open their Premier League campaign at home to Everton. That's next Sunday, of course. Watford open the Championship season here on Friday night, 7:45 kickoff at home to Neil Warnock's Middlesbrough. So look for Dele Alli here. Bachmann stays at home and then read it in the end just about right. Kabasele did well as well.
Yeah, I think perhaps a little bit fortunate. Maybe Dawson would expect if it was Ben Foster in behind there. Ben tends to play a little bit higher than Bachmann does, and is often on the edge of his box for those sort of things. So it's relationships all over the pitch. you know, Dawson will have to get used to Backman when he's playing.
.25.5 minutes on the clock. Watford leading by a goal to nil. We mentioned Middlesbrough here Friday night. There's the draw for the second round of the Carabao Cup tomorrow lunchtime, and so in between the matches here against Middlesbrough and then away at Sheffield Wednesday, there will be a League Cup tie. It'll involve the Hornets. Here's Aurier. Harvey White. Now Kirkin for Tottenham. Carter Vickers joins in. Again, Tommy, Watford seem comfortable in their shape, and no route in behind the Hornets at the moment for Tottenham, playing very much in front of Watford.
Yeah, and I think that's the key. You know, you can't score a goal if you've got the ball on the halfway line. They need to get in behind, but they're holding their shape really well, denying them the space in between the three centre halves and the goalkeeper, and then pressing when somebody takes a slack touch. So it's you can see they've worked an awful lot on their shape, which is a good sign.
Gakio with the throw, too high for Keena. White thumps it away for Tottenham. Son will give chase, but Kabasele under pressure. Keep Kabasele honest. He finds Ngakio. Not flustered, in possession, under pressure from Mora. Looking to turn, not looking just to thump it away.
No, encouraging sign from the young players. They want the ball all of the time, which is always a good thing. You know, there's no crowd to make them nervous, so you could argue it should be easier for them. But certainly the two wide players, you know, wing backs today, have certainly been asking for the ball all of the time.
It's Keena, the goal scorer. It's Estupinan. Now Wilmot. So we saw Ben Wilmot a couple of seasons ago. He tended to play was used by Javi Gracia in a holding midfield role, but back in his more preferred position for centre half. Cleverly penalised for
winning the ball cleanly.
Good old-fashioned challenge that, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't think in the Championship that wouldn't be a free kick. Yes, he's gone to ground. It's not dangerous. Tottenham players pulled out of it. Really, I think that's good, solid midfield play from Cleverly.
You'd be criticising if he didn't make that challenge, wouldn't you? You know, you want your midfielders to be snapping into challenges like that.
Well, the fact that it was perhaps slightly too heavy a pass from Kinner, but he changed direction and went after to win it instead of holding his hands up and moaning that the pass wasn't right. So good signs all over the pitch here.
Here's Lamela, who likes to play on the right, despite obviously being left-footed. And Dombele, who might well have been on international duty, but he had to leave the French squad because he tested positive for coronavirus a couple of weeks ago, along with Paul Pogba. Dawson does well to hold off Dele Alli. Keena does enough to win Watford the throw-in. Applause from the 43-year-old Serbian. So used to winning, Tommy. I think won the Israeli Premier League.
It's a good habit to have, John, and he comes in confident from winning trophies, like you say, for the last 2 seasons. It appears that everybody's going to know who the head coach is and who's in charge, which is a good thing.
Well, a rarity there. A yellow card in a pre-season friendly. It goes to Nathaniel Chalobah for catching Harvey White a little late.
Perhaps a little bit frustrated. His last couple of passes have gone astray. So he's tore into him there, left a little bit of contact on him, but certainly not for a Championship yellow card.
But, showing that there's a little edge to this friendly. Referee now just having a word with Tom Cleverly. You can see what their head coach perhaps thinks of the yellow card.
That's the key to it. The referee's telling the Watford players, or telling Tom Cleverly as captain to speak to his players and tell them to calm down. Well, that's not for the referee to make that decision. The head coach wants them to go and press and work hard, John.
A very promising opening half hour here at Vicarage Road. Sanchez, there was a long ball forward. Kabasele on the stretch heads it away. Dele Alli picks the ball up the loose ball. Estupiñán makes sure of things up against Sergio Aurier. Lamela finds Kirkin. Now Lucas Moura, 15 yards short of the penalty area, forced away from goal by Ngakia. Carter Vickers inside the centre circle. Now Ndombele once again. Aurier just keeps the ball in. And that's all he can do, and he's robbed by Estupiñán.